San Jose Police Department PIO. I'll go through a series of events. This started with the suspect. This started yesterday at approximately a few minutes after 7 p.m. My apologies. We responded to a shooting on Mount Shasta Drive. Mount Shasta is on the east side of San Jose. We arrived there, found a person with a life-threatening injury. That person was transported to a local hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. Approximately 2 hours after that shooting, we've confirmed with our partners over at the Modesto Police Department, the same suspect that is responsible for that shooting on Mount Shasta went to the city of Modesto, where he shot and killed an adult female. We're still trying to establish what their relationship was. After committing that murder, he traveled back to San Jose. At approximately a few minutes after 11, we were able to track him down, and we alerted our airship what area he might be in. We knew what vehicle he was driving. They spotted him with the assistance of the highway patrol. There was a pursuit through our city. He eventually got onto city surface streets where he abandoned his vehicle in a collision near the area of Bendorf and Round Table. He fled on foot from officers that were pursuing him. During that foot chase, he fired rounds at our officers. Unknown amount of rounds, but more than one. He then entered a backyard of a residence on Bendorf Drive. That was a few minutes before midnight. He went into the backyard and entered a shed where he barricaded himself for several hours. At that point, because of the ongoing danger, the rounds that he fired at our officers, we initiated a full special operations callback. Our special operations personnel responded to the scene, took over, initiated trying to contact him. All of these situations, no matter what happens before, we always want them to end peacefully. Unfortunately, in this case, during the barricade, approximately 7 hours later, sometime around 7:22 a.m., the suspect exited the shed that he was barricaded in, holding a firearm, pointed it at our special operations personnel. They did what they had to do. They relied on their training. The suspect was shot at least once. He was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. A lot of events associated to this suspect. We do want to share and send condolences to all of the people that were involved with this tragic series of events. We are also very, very lucky and thankful that none of our officers were shot, were hit, or were injured. There were a lot of people in danger during these events. The suspect fired several rounds during the barricade as well. This area, for those of you that were out there this morning, it's a very congested, high-density housing area. There's apartment complexes, there's residential homes, I should say. So a very dangerous situation for everyone involved. Unfortunately, the outcome was not what we wanted. Like I said, we wanted a peaceful resolution to this incident. Unfortunately, this suspect dictated how this incident ended by pointing a firearm at our police officers. There will be more details coming. Like I said, this is very, very fresh. There's a lot of different things that we are looking at. In addition to the homicide that happened at 7 p.m. yesterday, we are also looking into a separate incident that he was involved in sometime late yesterday afternoon, and I believe that was some sort of family disturbance with a relative of his in San Jose as well. So this suspect was clearly going through something. We don't know what motivated him to commit these two homicides. Our homicide investigators are here very busy, not only handling the homicide from last night here in San Jose, but now they are also tasked with investigating this officer-involved shooting. As you all know, the protocol for officer-involved shooting will be involving our homicide unit, our internal affairs unit, the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office, and all of this will be monitored by the independent police auditor as well. I know there's lots more questions. I will provide whatever I can right now. Obviously, as today progresses, tomorrow and Friday, we will have more answers to all those questions. I will take some preliminary questions now.
So during the course of all of this, the high-speed pursuit, when he was barricaded in the shed, when did officers fire shots in return to his firing? Was it only at the end, or did it
Great question. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we did not return fire at him until he appeared at 7:22 a.m. this morning, coming out of that shed, pointing the firearm. The foot pursuit happened, very quick. I don't think. I don't want to speak for the officers, but I'll just confirm that they did not have time to return fire when they were shot at. We did not return fire until 7:22 a.m. Jesse.
Relationship between the suspect, deceased, and the people that were murdered. The first murder that was in Mount Shasta, was it?
Correct.
And then another one in Modesto. What's the relationship?
Again, we're still trying to put all those pieces together. We don't want to put out bad information. As soon as I can confirm their relationships and why he was where he was, we're certainly going to share all that.
It was not random. He knew these people,
That's what we believe at this time, correct?
but you don't know why he.
That's right. We don't know why he went there, how they knew him, what the relationship was. Again, lots of details are going to come out in the next 48 to 72 hours on this incident. This involves a lot of jurisdictions, not only in San Jose, also in Modesto. Our detectives are talking to their detectives. Lots of things that still need to be done.
And is the family incident prior to all of this?
Correct. We do believe he was involved in some other sort of family incident dispute sometime before the first homicide here in San Jose. Dustin, did you have something?
No.
No? Stephanie?
That incident, was it a domestic violence incident or anything else you can tell us?
Are you talking the incident that happened before the homicide?
Yes.
I don't know yet. I do know that there was a call involving him and some relative. I don't know if it was domestic violence or just a family dispute. Again, all information that we still need to confirm. Summer.
With the pursuit, did you guys locate the suspect first and then coordinate with California Highway Patrol, or did CHP locate him and coordinate?
I don't want to get too much into how we knew where he was, at what time. We did alert ground units of his location. They came in to assist. Very, very long situation. This morning, because of where he was in the location, we had to call for additional resources from neighboring police departments, mostly utilizing some of their rescue vehicles. So we did utilize 2 neighboring agencies' vehicles during this event.
Are you releasing his identity yet?
Yeah, all identities for the deceased in our county will be done by the county coroner. Anything else?
Any background history you can tell us on the suspect?
And all will be revealed in the next 48 to 72 hours. Like I said, we still need to confirm identity. We're certainly, those are things we're going to share. Prior arrest, history, that type of stuff. I mean, I can't reiterate this enough. This was a very violent, armed, and dangerous individual that was on our city streets. No officer comes to work thinking that they're going to be involved in a shooting where somebody is going to perish. None of us want to do that. Very high stress situation for our personnel, but kudos to everyone that was involved with this incident. Patrol, special operations, detectives. Unfortunately, like I said, this did not end the way we wanted it to. This suspect, kind of sealed his fate when he came out and pointed a gun at our police officers, a gun that he had fired on multiple occasions at our officers. Again, not the way we wanted this to end. Very, very fortunate that no innocent citizen was hurt by this gunfire, that no police officer was hurt by this gunfire. Again, it's a very tragic series of events that happened. We're very fortunate. Like I said, very, very dangerous individual that did not hesitate to use violence and try to murder a police officer last night and this morning.
The home he barricaded in, is that his home?
We don't know if he has any nexus to that residence, and let me clarify, he didn't actually go into the residence. He entered a shed that was in the backyard of a residence on Bendorf.
But he was a San Jose resident.
We'll confirm that for you. Everybody good? Okay. Espanol?
See.
You guys want to do that separately?